The craziest Super Bowl team in NFL history. Let's get right into it.
Heading into the year, everybody comes up with the narrative about a team, but by the end of the season, they write their own story. When you look at the Super Bowl winners, all of them have a journey that got them to win the big game. Some are predicted to do so from the start of the season, but there have been some improbable teams throughout NFL history to make it to the Super Bowl, defy all odds, and win it all when nobody thought that they could even make the playoffs. The most shocking team to even make the Super Bowl and win it all when everyone doubted them is the 2007 New York Giants.
Is that this
In
guy
the
that is on
previous year,
CBS?
2006,
Michael, I think Michael
and
Strass
win it all
something.
when nobody thought that they could even make the playoffs. The most shocking team to even make the Super Bowl and win it all when everyone
I think Michael Strahan, whatever. He's on CBS. I think I've seen his face on CBS before. Maybe he looks way younger here, obviously, but I think this is him.
is the 2007 New York Giants. In the previous year, 2006, the Giants were 6-2, but then lost 7 of their last 9 games to barely make the playoffs at 8-8, where they then lost to the Eagles in the wildcard game. After the season, many NFL scouts and experts are starting to call Giants quarterback Eli Manning a bust and not worthy of the #1 overall pick. To make things worse, head coach Tom Coughlin was under a lot of pressure and criticism from the media because of his coaching style. Everyone expected him to get fired, but the Giants gave him a 1-year contract extension to prove himself. To add on to the pressure, their star running back Tiki Barber retired in his prime. Defensive end Michael Strahan sat out for all of training camp and was debating about even playing the season, which he eventually did. Expectations were low for this Giants team, and it was Eli Manning's last year to prove himself worthy of being the franchise quarterback they expected when they drafted him, and Tom Coughlin's last chance to prove himself worthy of coaching a big market Giants team. The Giants started 2007 0-2, losing to the Packers and the Cowboys. However,
Like, I imagine how much the pressure is coaching a team in New York. That must be hell.
from then on, something possessed this New York Giants team. The Giants would go on to win 10 of their last 14 games to secure the 5th seed in the NFC and a wild card berth. Their last game of the season was somewhat meaningful for the Giants, though. They were going up against the New England Patriots in Week 17 at their home field. But if the Patriots beat the Giants, they would be the first team to go 16-0 in the regular season. Playoff-wise, this game didn't matter at all, as the Giants would be stuck with the 5th seed no matter what because Dallas already clinched the division. Giants head coach Tom Coughlin played their starters and even a few players through injury, which was controversial, but he did so anyway. The game was very close and ended 38-35, with the Patriots narrowly winning and becoming the first 16-0 team in the regular season. However, nobody expected this to be a preview of what was to come. The Giants' first challenge was going to Tampa Bay to play the Buccaneers, who went 9-7 and won the NFC South under head coach John Gruden. Tampa Bay took an early lead in the first quarter, but after that, the momentum went the Giants' way, where they led 17-7 in the early third quarter and went on to win the game 24-14. They won this game on a dominant defense, forcing 2 interceptions, and quarterback Eli Manning throwing 2 touchdowns and not turning over the football. This was the Giants' first playoff game win since 2000, and that was great, but everyone thought this was as far as they'd get. This was going to be a tough matchup against a familiar rival. They were playing the #1 seed in the NFC and division rival, Dallas Cowboys. Places said that the Cowboys had 6-1 odds of winning the Super Bowl, and no first-seeded team ever lost the divisional game at home.
Wow.
This is their best challenge up to this
So the Cowboys were like the 4th seed. Wow. Damn.
point. And when these two teams matched up in the regular season, the Cowboys had their number, winning both games. There was no way they would win this game. Or so he thought.
Really saved their season. Manning fires and finds a wide-open Amani Toomer, who stays on his feet down the sideline. No penalty flag. Manning over the middle. Toomer, touchdown, New York. Quarter for the Giants, 2nd and goal. Jacobs is the
Dallas are
tailback.
leading at this
Jacobs
point.
gets it and scores. Touchdown, Giants.
Wow. Okay, the touchdown, that is 3
On
points.
4th down. Clock running. Intercepted. Giants.
The New York Giants overcame the odds against them and made history by being the first team to knock out the 1 seed out of the playoffs and hand them a playoff loss at home. This stunned the football world, and especially the Cowboys.
Is knocking out the first seed that rare in the NFL? Guys, tell me down in the comments. Because, I mean, in the NBA, it happens a lot. Not a lot, but it happens. At least I know a couple of teams that have been, even this season, the Milwaukee Bucks were knocked out as the first seed. So I don't know how rare it is in the NFL.
It's really unfair. It's my team. It's my quarterback. And if you guys do that, man, it's unfair.
The Giants had a lot of confidence by beating the #1 seed and hoped to use it to win next week's game. For the Giants to have a shot to play in the Super Bowl and continue their magical season, they had to go to Green Bay and beat the 2-seeded Green Bay Packers led by the legendary Brett Favre. The Packers were dominant when playing playoff games at Lambeau Field, only losing 2 games since the stadium opened in 1957. It didn't help that it was also -3 degrees and the third coldest game
Wait, what did I just say? 2 games since what? 1960 what? Wait. Is that possible? Only losing 2 games in their stadium since 1960. Wait, let me hear it again. I can't.
The 2-seeded Green Bay Packers led by the legendary Brett Favre. The Packers were dominant when playing playoff games at Lambeau Field, only losing 2 games since the stadium opened in 1957. It didn't help that it
I can now get the full context now. It's just the playoffs, not generally. Just the playoffs, which is still an impressive feat.
was also -3 degrees and the third coldest game in NFL history. The Giants came into this game with confidence after winning and upsetting Dallas, but still, another game with most of the odds stacked up against the Giants. They had to prove their doubters wrong.
The center, Alfred, a good snap. Good hold by Fiegels, and the Giants get the first points of the night. Started it left, and it faded right back through. What would Bart Starr do here? He's at the game. Giants hand it to Jacobs, and he pounds it in for the touchdown. 10, Manning looked right, now left. Airs it out down the sideline, hit Toomer, and the catch is made at the 12-yard line. Plays. 2nd down and 2. Bradshaw cuts it up and is into the end zone for the touchdown. A blitz coming from the Giants. Favre looking for Driver, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Webster. Corey Webster with the interception. Just attempt of the game. He has missed his last 2. Can he send the Giants to the Super Bowl? The kick is good, and the Giants are going to the Super Bowl.
The Giants managed to upset another team in their playoff run and won in overtime to send them to the Super Bowl. This was crazy, and almost nobody thought that the Giants would be in the Super Bowl. The excitement of being in the Super Bowl was fantastic, but the team that they would be playing in the Super Bowl was the best team in the NFL undoubtedly, and were making history as being possibly the best team in NFL history. That team was the New England Patriots. If the Giants were ever doubted before, it was a whole different story in this game. The Patriots were the powerhouse of the AFC this season, having many first-team All-Pros and Pro Bowlers. Quarterback Tom Brady also broke the record for the most touchdown passes thrown in one season at 50.
And during that period, Tom Brady was still in his prime because he's still 211. So the man is still playing. I know he's in his 40s, but not necessarily his prime, but he was still in his prime.
While Randy Moss broke the record for most touchdown receptions with 23. The Patriots had 8 Pro Bowlers, and the most since 1985, and 5 first-team All-Pros. To add more insult to the Giants, the Patriots were favored by 12 points. The Patriots were truly the closest to a perfect team, and a win would cement their legacy forever as one of the best teams in NFL history. This was the definition of a David and Goliath story.
Breathing hard, 3rd and 10. Manning with time, completes to Smith, but short of a first down. We'll try from 32. Good snap. Good hold and a good kick. A long drive put together by Tom Coughlin's offense. Brady, time was running out, end zone and a flag. Benjamin Watson, the intended receiver. And they want to shorten the game. I mean, that was pretty short. Maroney right side, touchdown New England. Another blitz. Brandon Jacobs picks it up, and Manning just airs it out. for Toomer, who makes the catch.
And we'll take a look and see if he had his feet in bounds. And he did.
Manning throws. It's tipped into the air and intercepted by Ellis Hobbs. Ahmad Bradshaw forces him out.
Push, he could step up and deliver the ball.
20 seconds left in the half, and the ball's knocked loose.
Had a bunch of weapons, and yet they still came after them, and that was with a depleted secondary. And now, against the best offense in all of football, you know, they're finding ways to get pressure.
3rd down and 7. Good jump off the line by Strahan, who gets the sack.
Strahan.
One in this category during.
I mean, this is 211. How did this guy just immediately retire and just went on CBS, becoming like a newscaster or whatever, presenter? I mean, was he that much of a big personality in the NFL? For someone to have that kind of transition, you know, from sports to TV so easily, I mean, you have to have been some kind of very, very outspoken, great personality and all that stuff on while you were playing. So I guess he was like that, because I'm really surprised how he just transitioned to newscasting and presenting so easily like that.
The regular season, 1 for 1 in the postseason. Brady goes to the end zone for Gaffney, and the Giants take over. Pittsburgh and Minnesota, 9 points. Manning over the middle. Pass is caught. Kevin Boss. Tripped up at the 35 by Harrison.
Maybe go for it on 4th down.
3rd and 4. Manning slings it to Steve Smith. 1st down at the 12. Play action. Over the middle. Touchdown Giants. David Tyree.
Wow. 9-7.
Part of the reason why Brady has time might be that this defensive line and pass rush is worn out. As Welker makes the catch and has a 1st down inside the 30. Brady throws. Moss. Touchdown.
Whoa. Randy Moss.
Here comes Eli Manning trying to answer Tom Brady. 3rd down and 10. Another low snap. Manning backpedaling, completes to Toomer. And it depends on the spot.
Patriots are leading now, 14-10.
Brandon Jacobs. Looked like he got it with that last effort with his right arm. 2nd down and 5. Manning hit as he let it go. And Asante Samuel came close to a game-ending interception.
Time is almost, this is
Get
first
some
quarter.
pressure. You got Rodney Harrison
Time
coming
is
off
almost
the edge.
up.
He floats it up, but I don't know if he thought that Tyree was going to take it a little bit deeper or should have taken it deeper. But they're fortunate that Samuel did intercept that one.
Can you imagine a team having being an 8 points favorite over you when the NFL is not like the NBA with 100 points, 100 and something points? This is just, look at the number of points. And the team is 8 points favorite over you. That is crazy. And they actually won. Wow. I mean, I could have gotten like +2, but 8 points favorite in a sport like this with such a smaller score line. It's almost like someone being a team in soccer being a 5-goal favorite. 5 goals favorite. Yeah, even teams that are better than the other team overwhelmingly, to beat someone 5-0 is still hard. So for betting companies or Vegas or whoever runs all these things, puts you as an 8 points underdog, man, that is crazy.
After a good battle, it was looking like the end for the Giants with 3rd and 5 and only a minute and 15 left on the clock. If they didn't score, yet alone convert the 1st down, the game would probably be over and the Patriots would win the Super Bowl. And then, the greatest play of all time happened.
Wow, really? Let me see it.
Pressure from Thomas off the edge. Eli Manning stays on his feet. Airs it out down the field. It is caught by Tyree.
Whoa.
Inside the 25 and a timeout taken.
Why did they allow him to catch the ball? Why was he able to catch the ball? Let me see it again. Let me see it.
Feet. Airs it out down the field.
Stop him from catching the ball.
It is caught by
It's
Tyree.
just said and done.
Inside the 25 and a timeout taken. Oh my God. This ball's thrown and Tyree just goes up for it like a basketball player. Harrison trying to knock it down. And Eli, man, I don't know how he got out of there. I thought he was on the ground and then he came out of the pile and just slings it. That's a great catch by David Tyree. And now with 59 seconds left, the Giants needing a touchdown. The ball is at the New England 24. Manning lobs it. Burris alone. Touchdown New York.
Okay. That is crazy. From 10 to 15. Just one play.
Brady steps up. Throws. Downfield broken up. 2 seconds left as the Giants take over.
The Giants
Already?
proved underdog throughout the whole playoffs, but especially now. They had won it all against one of the best teams the NFL has ever seen. Eli Manning won Super Bowl MVP and had proven himself as not being the #1 overall draft pick, but
This will never happen in the NBA, though. The NBA is so superstar driven that an underdog of this level, even if I don't really know these teams, the fact that they were 8 points underdogs showed that they were not even favored whatsoever. It can't happen in the NBA. It cannot.
the Giants have been one of the NFL's laughingstocks up until this season where they finally made the playoffs again. But you have to remember that they had the most improbable Super Bowl win of all time, and they did us all a favor of beating the New England Patriots and ruining their perfect season.
Wow.
Coming straight from the plane.
Man, that is interesting. That is really interesting. I'm actually very surprised that this kind of team could win against the Patriots. And I don't really know all the details about the teams. I don't really know all that. But I'm just going by what was said in this video, that there were 8 points underdogs. 8 points. In a game like this, with not that many points, just, maximum, at least the maximum I have seen on NFL, even in regular season games, at least all these videos I've been watching, it's probably like 30 something. I'm not seeing. So for someone to be an 8-point favorite over you, that is crazy. That is really, really crazy. Guys, what do you guys think? Is it really as crazy as I'm saying? Because 8-point favorite is a bit high to me for a sport like this. Even the NBA with their 100 and something points and all that, even when the team is an underdog, it's still tough. Like, they don't really give that. Especially for a Super Bowl final, like a Super Bowl, which is the final. So, can't imagine how the New Yorkers felt about this, with the Knicks being perpetual failures and the Yankees, just being there and not really. So, which other team is in New York that has not really been winning? I'm not aware. Help me down in the comments. But you guys get what I'm trying to say. New York really is suffering when it comes to teams. At least as an NBA fan, I know about the fact that New York teams don't really do that well. So this is really nice to see. I guess they were the greatest Super Bowl champions ever, because it seems like they were really underdogs throughout the run. Anyway, guys, what do you guys think? Let me know that in the comments. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.